Yes, yes, yes. It's Raphael Dawkins Combat Radio with another one. And today we're looking at the statements of David Higgins. I think he's the manager or manager of Joseph Parker. And he had some very interesting things to say. And without much further ado, let's get into it. Let's go. David Higgins, what say you?
Joshua might stand on the end of his jab, be disciplined and boring, fight the way he fought Joseph Parker, take no risks, shut Andy out, and jab his way to a victory. Personally, I reckon Ruiz is going to demolish him worse than the first one. I reckon Joshua now will doubt himself, and Ruiz will be on a high, and I reckon Ruiz is just going to storm and crack him and just put him to bed. Could be wrong, but I was right.
David Higgins reckons Ruiz is going to storm him, crack him, and put him to bed. Very interesting words from David Higgins. Seems highly confident, seems amped, pumped up at the prospect that Ruiz is going to storm him, crack him, and put Joshua to bed. Highly charged David Higgins. He had a beer or two, but they say alcohol loosens the tongue. David Higgins' tongue was certainly loose last night. But let's look at the possibility that he may be right, or he may be wrong. For sure, we saw Andy Ruiz in a very calm and calculated fight strategy. There's his manager, Manny Rubles. You'll know Manny Rubles as he was the trainer who trained, what's that guy's name? Dominic Breezel. Yeah, there he is. Manny Rubles. Ex-trainer of Dominic Breezel. And of course David Higgins is the manager of Parker. Joseph Parker. There we go. So, of course we know that if Ruiz comes through, if Ruiz beats Joshua again, David Higgins is amped at the possibility that Ruiz will want to come back and avenge his only loss to date. That's if he beats Joshua again, of course. And we know Ruiz's only loss to date is against this man, Joseph Parker, the Samoan New Zealander. This man is amped. Where is he? Amped at the possibility that his man, Parker, will get another crack at Ruiz, who he hopes will dominate Anthony Joshua again and hold on to the unified belt. And of course, if that happens, then his boy, Joseph Parker, is in with a strong shout at getting a crack of those belts. There we see Joshua in the background, dazed, bemused. What the hell just happened? This is boxing, folks. This is boxing. Sometimes you're going to get cracked. You can't go through your career without getting cracked. So, of course, David Higgins might be right. Maybe Andy Ruiz just storms in, cracks him, and puts him to bed, as David Higgins said. But of course, we have to then, in the interests of fairness, we have to analyze the possibility of a different outcome. What if Anthony Joshua did what he should have done in the first place? What should he have done in the first place? What did people expect him to do? Well, for a start, they expected him to do this, what we see here. You see the longer arms? You see the longer reach? Yeah? What if Anthony Joshua actually uses those longer arms, the longer reach? What if he keeps him on the end of the jab? Turns the corner when Ruiz comes in, storms in, as David Higgins predicts, when Ruiz storms in, and then cracks him with a right. Yeah? What if he does that for a few rounds? What if he just uses his jab, and as David Higgins said later in the interview, keeps him on the end of the jab, and cracks him with the right? And what if he keeps on doing that? What if Anthony Joshua keeps on doing that round after round after round after round after round? What if Anthony Joshua keeps doing that round after round after round after round, and then when Ruiz is despondent, dejected, it's not going like he anticipated, it's not going like it did the first time around, it's not going like it did the first time around. Remember that song? Second time around? Remember that song? Second time around, you best believe it's not gonna be like the first time. Yeah, I made those words up, but anyway. What happens if Joshua does that? Keeps him under the jab. Keeps him on the end of the jab. And cracks him with the occasional right. Lets him get despondent. Dejected. Despondent. And then, in the latter part of the fight, second half of the fight, latter part of the fight, let's say from round 8 to 12, that's what, the third quarter? Yeah, what if in the third quarter, then he starts coming in with the uppercuts, when possible, when available, the hooks? What if he does that? Those long hooks, what if he does that? What if he does that? Is it not possible that we see this? Is that not possible? Is that not likely? Yeah, so, of course, David Higgins, he might be right. His prediction may come true. His prediction may come true, indeed. But there is a different possibility, which we have to bear in mind. For me, I see it as a 50-50 fight. If Joshua fought like he did the first time, then I see it as a 70-30 fight. Maybe 80-20 in Ruiz's favor. Maybe 90-10 in Ruiz's favor. Maybe he's 100% in Ruiz's favor if he fought like he did the last time. Yeah, that's more realistic. But if he fought like people anticipated he would fight, then do not be surprised if the outcome is very, very different. This is Raphael Dawkins. It's the Combat Radio. It's the likes, it's the subscribes, it's the share, and it is hitting that bell icon. Stay tuned for more. Raphael Dawkins, Combat Radio. And I am out.